Konasatatu, it's Anam Super Boys. How are we doing? Welcome back to the Super Championship in 2024. And we're visiting sunny Switzerland in the mountains at Deep Forest Raceway for round 12. Looking forward to this one as we haven't had a Group 4 race in quite some time. How are we all doing? Hello, Icon. Both icons. Pool and Ash, how are we doing? 7 likes on the stream already. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate it. Anyway, let's not dilly-dally. Let's get up. 10 minutes of practice and then 20 minutes of qualifying. And then for 27 laps around this relatively short circuit. Relatively short. I think my lap time was around 1:38 when I last tested it, but I can't be sure. I can't remember quite exactly what my time was, but it was in and around those times. Always like him with 2 accounts. Thanks, Icon, man. Appreciate it. At 27. So it's about 40 minutes long. It's the same as usual. Yeah, it's about the same as usual. Jorben. We have Pool, Santos, Verschure, Pilsworth, and somebody else, Bianchi, has joined. We're going to watch a couple of cars go around so I can do the stickers. Stickers. Pool is the first man onto the... Oh no, it is actually for sure is the first man onto the track. Hope you're all keeping well, boys. Thank you for the lovely messages throughout the week. I really do appreciate it. It's been a long, difficult week. Don't really want to be here today. But my grandmother would be absolutely furious if she thought that I was upset over her and letting as many of ye down as ye turn up every week. So she would be quite upset, and I wouldn't do that. And she would. I know people say that all the time, that I'm only doing it because XYZ would have been upset. She genuinely would have been upset and cross with me if I wasn't doing something because of her. But doesn't take away from the fact that I really prefer to be somewhere else today. That's turn 1. Turn 2 is here. Turn out there. Turn 2. Let me adjust that a little bit. This is turn 2. Turn 3. Watching at the moment. It was on a push. 1:38, yeah, that's I think around the time I was getting, if my memory serves me correctly. Let's turn 2. I suppose you'd call that turn 3, wouldn't you? And turn 4. 11 is down here. We lost turn 6. Turn 9, where did I go? Oh, we lost turn 9. Which is here. I suppose you kind of have to turn there a little bit, don't you? So turn 12, turn 13, turn 14, turn 16, that should be turn 15. Have to make more stickers. There was a lot more corners than I thought on this track. Turn 17. I do not have a knife. Anyway, it's 10 minutes qualifying, there's 4 minutes. Sorry, 10 minutes of practice. And then there is qualifying, obviously. Changing network, can't join the previous one. Okay, Matt, no problem, dude. 19 corners. Holy mother of God. Okay, 19 turns. Three minutes left in this practice session, gentlemen. Nick Santos with a 1:33.5, making my lap time look like a complete waste of time. Pool with a 47. Sorry, Pool 4 tenths back from Nick Santos. Super Pow 4 tenths back from Pool. Ben Hughes 1.7 seconds back from Super Pow. Ashpool 2.6 back from Ben. Andy Bianchi 2 seconds back from Pillsworth. Verschure has yet to set a lap time. I'm surprised we're actually missing a lot more people than I had thought we were going to be missing. I thought Moose was going to be here. Ah, there's Moth. 8. Car is poor, says Verschure. McLaren is usually kind of one of the stronger GR4 cars, unless it got nerfed into the ground, which is there's every danger. Still no sign of Moose. Has anyone heard from Moose? Is he turning up today or? car without livery? No, you can't. No. No, unfortunately not. You'd struggle to make a lap time now anyway, Jorben. So what you could do is you could both race in Discord. What do you mean, Lucy? What you could do is you could back out and pick a car and do a quick livery for it. Just make it purple. You know, just make it purple, or whatever you wanted. You have 20 minutes. Like, if you're struggling with the car and you feel you would be better off. Sorry, it's actually time to start qualifying. Like, the qualifying session is official, so you won't be able to join the qualifying session. You'll be starting from the back of the grid, but at least you'll be in a car you'll be more comfortable with. Do you get me? So you have 20 minutes to do that, and then we can reorder the grid. Anyway, let's go qualifying. Are you happy with that, Jorben? Yep, fine for me. Okay, perfect. We're nothing without a little bit of lenient anyway. What do you mean, Lucy? That I didn't post the race? Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I'm really not. I'm not all there at the moment. Cars in the garage. Leaving now, Santos. No, yeah, I didn't, man. I'm sorry. I didn't. I didn't even think of it, man. I didn't even think of it. I didn't even think of it. If it comes to it, we'll post it now. Did you post it by any chance? Santos, first man out on track. Ooh, an interesting livery from Devil Racing this week. Very, very nice. Pool is the next man out on track. Ooh, Scuderia Bianchi out with a serious display in that Lamborghini. Interesting choice, actually. Quite an interesting choice. 20 minutes qualifying. Matt Alonso out in the Mazda 3. It was a banned car last year. I presume it has been brought into line this year. Ben Hughes out in the 458 Italia. Very, very nice choice of car. I chose Andy's rims, did you? Pillsworth out in the 458 as well. Very, very quick launching car. Ilya Wulski, it is not too late to be here, so don't go anywhere. You can still race, but you'll be starting from the back of the grid with your teammate. Thank you for turning up, by the way. I appreciate it. Nine likes on the stream and 8 people viewing. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Superpower going to be the first man to cross the line to set lap time, following closely behind by Pool. Andy Bianchi following closely behind that. There's a 3-car pile up here. 3-car slipstream. Oh, Pool goes a little bit wider than he would have hoped. Andy Bianchi's lag is relatively under control today. 7 people viewing, thank you so much, guys. Andy Bianchi has settled back. Cool, shoots off. Super Pow will be the first man to set a lap time. Sets a 1:33.7. That's the benchmark. Nick Santos will be the next man to cross the line. Goes 9/1000ths of a second faster than oh no, he doesn't. He's 9/1000ths of a second back from El Matador. Ben Hughes set to 1:36. Goes third fastest. Santos has improved by 0.3 of a second in Sector 1. Background flashing these lights. Santos up by 0.3 of a second, fastest man in Sector 2. And he goes 0.2 faster than El Matador this time around. El Matador now on a push lap will start another push. Where is Andy Bianchi? Andy Bianchi had to pit. He obviously had a little incident. Has Andy Bianchi fumbled a little bit with his choice of car? I wonder. Andy Bianchi doesn't usually fumble, so there's thought behind. There's method to the madness, as the man would say. Andy Bianchi on a push. It's frightening, absolutely frightening. The skill gap between these guys and someone like me, it's frightening. Like, I absolutely was on the limit with the lap times I was setting, and I don't think I was anywhere near those lap times. I don't think I was anywhere near those lap times. Superpana will come through turn 19. How fast can it be for El Matador? It's an improvement, but only by 2/100ths of a second. Matt Alonso third fastest on the track at the moment with a 1:34.3. 14 minutes left to go. 13 minutes left to go in this qualifying session. Get interesting towards the end. Matt Alonso has improved by 0.3 of a second in Sector 2. Andy Bianchi sets at 1:41. Don't worry, Orban. Don't worry. As long as the car, when people don't have time to make liveries, what I tell people to do, not often, there's a certain amount, you know, there's a line, you know, and there's a certain, you know, a line you don't cross and kind of things like that, and you know, there's exceptions, you know, and people don't have time, or they don't have the ability, not even the ability, but just the mindset for things like that, and it takes, you know, there's no shame in not being able to do those kind of things. It's very specific people are able to run and do those kind of liveries, and are into it. You have to be into it. So, you know, there's exceptions made. So plain purple will do fine for today anyway, as long as it's the predominant colour of the team. Alonso finds the track limits a little bit too cozy. Andy Bianchi finds his pace, sets a 1:33.7, 2/100ths of a second behind El Matador. How is El Matador doing this time around? In fact, how is the man from Brazil doing? Sector 1. For Santos, 7/1000ths of a second improvement. .33.5. Super Pow on a slow lap at the moment. Andy Bianchi has gotten cozy with the track limits as well. Poole going to be starting. Oh, he's on a push lap. He looks relatively quick. Where can Poole find himself this lap? He's improved by 2/100ths of a second. He is about a second off of his nearest rival, Matt Alonso. Ben Hughes. How is Ben Hughes faring out? 1/10 improvement on this lap. Ben Hughes. Ten minutes left in this qualifying session. I haven't heard from Moose, Super Pow. I haven't heard from Moose. Super Pow on an out lap. Santos on a push lap. Looks to be quick too. Yeshua has joined. 9 minutes left in this qualifying session. Does improve by 7/100ths of a second. Makes El Matador's work a little harder. Crosses the line, does improve by 4/10ths of a second, finds 4/10ths, only 8/10ths now off of Ian Poole. Andy Bianchi can't improve that line, which he was on an out lap, so we'll have to wait and see. What is Matt Alonso going to do? He peels off and into the pits. Next car to cross the line will be Nick Santos, who is down by 1/10 in sector 2, so will not be an improvement there. The car behind him Is Ian but he's on an outlap. Car next across the line will be El Matador, who's gone over the white line, knows it too, and he's backed out of that lap. Car after El Matador is Ben Hughes once again, but he has a penalty. And then after that, it's Andy Bianchi. Question is Andy Bianchi improving? Find out now. Sector 2 will answer all for Andy Bianchi. Santos improves another little bit. Bianchi is improving by 4/100ths of a second in Sector 2. Andy Bianchi does. He goes rightly close too. Andy Bianchi is on an absolute charge. He found 3/10ths on Super Pow, and now he's found some extra 100ths here. Can he make a little bit of extra time come to him and snatch away that provisional pole from Nick Santos in that Lamborghini? Ian Poole has improved. Oh, Andy Bianchi might have it in him. He does! He's on provisional pole, Andy Bianchi, by 6/100ths of a second. He knocks the man from Brazil off the top step for now. Super Pow following closely behind Andy Bianchi. Might he be pulling a small slipstream? Super Pow essentially needs to find 4/10ths to get, possibly 4.5/10ths to get onto provisional pole. He's now found it in Sector 1. Not improving in Sector 2 either. Oh, he took that corner. Oh, excellent. 15 was perfect for Super Pow there. Needs to be quick. It's not an improvement, he's a 10th back. Three minutes left in this qualifying session. Will Nick Santos find some extra pace? He needs to find 7/100ths of a second, essentially. He needs to find 7/100ths of a second. And he's found a 10th and a half. In Sector 1. Sector 2. He's found 0.4 of a second in Sector 2. This is going to be a monster lap. A monster lap. With 1.5 minutes left on the clock, did he go a little bit over the line there? He got away with it. He got away with it. How will Santos cross the line? It looks like he's about a second quicker than his previous fast lap. He goes 0.3 faster than Andy Bianchi. Retakes provisional pole with 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Andy Bianchi only on an out lap, but he will have that delay. Super Pow now essentially on his final lap. Threading the needle is... Oh, he found the barrier. Tires were gone. He's gonna slow down and go once more. He needs to hurry up to get to the line though. Andy Bianchi on a push now. Andy Bianchi now has enough time in hand to set another lap time. Super Pow will not have another lap. However, Ian Poole most definitely is on a push lap, and it is his final lap. Interesting. Very interesting. Old rivals. Are they helping each other? Helping each other a little bit. Andy Bianchi has gotten a little bit of a tow from his old rival El Matador. The Stallion pushes towards the finish line for one last time in this qualifying session. And it needs to be a quick one. And my goodness, is it a quick one. Andy Bianchi. Can he find some time? He does! It's 2/10 onto provisional pole. Andy Bianchi dethrones Nick Santos. Super Pow will have to settle for third place. But Andy Bianchi has knocked Santos off the top step. What will Poole do? Poole has a 1 second time penalty, so it's not going to count. Matt Alonso has essentially ended his qualifying session. He's slowed down. He's just coming towards the line. Ben Hughes is on an out lap, and Ashpill has finished his lap time. The last person across the line will be Ben Hughes. Ben Hughes will take the checkered flag. And Ian Poole will take the checkered flag. And that is qualifying as far as I know. Unless there's a few others out around the track. No, there's not. That should be the qualifying session done. Is there somebody else out on the track? No. Who are we waiting on? All these cars are flashing. Possibly Nick, yeah. It is, I'd say. It has to be. Everyone else has finished. It's a 180-second delay. So it should be done relatively soon. 180 seconds. What's that? That's a minute and a half, isn't it? Yeah, done. Jorben is almost... Yeah, it's almost done. It's done now. Okay, I'm going to reorder the grid. Can somebody contact Moose and just make sure he isn't turning up today? I need to really quickly go back about an inch and then just get that qualifying list. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going to end the race at that, and then I will. I'm going to adjust the grid. Perfect. And then, oh yeah, it's the weather is sunny like entirely through Switzerland. I don't know the location of Deep Forest. I don't think it exists. I think it's a fictional track. So I need to change this to practice race, and then set by host. You dropped him a message. Awesome. Perfect. Okay. Either way, he'll be starting from last. We have a good number actually today. A good number. If we could get Moose, it'd be even better. Hang on, then my setup. Yeah, I have to adjust the grid anyway, so take your time. Just ready up your car. Make sure it's clicked. If you don't have the green arrow ticked, your setup won't count anyway. So make sure you hit the green tick first. Ilya Wulski, hit your green tick. Yeah, lovely. Starting grid is Andy Bianchi, and then Super Pow for sure. You're starting behind Ilya because he got, mind you, no. Work that one out between yourselves, Ilya and Verschure, or Jorben. Work that one out between yourselves, where you want to start. And then after Andy, Super Pow, Pool. And then 5th is Matt Alonso. 6th is Ben Hughes. Hillsworth. Then Jorben. And then Ilya. You're fine with last? Okay, I can't adjust you like any further than that anyway. I'm not really sure why. Starting grid. There we go. Okay. Jorben going last to first, yeah. We have 9 cars on the grid today, which is actually quite good considering we're missing as many as we are. I'm not sure what Lewick's story is. My second driver really isn't a second driver. That contract has been torn up. He's just filling in now until we find he's actually a reserve driver now, essentially, until we find an official driver for the team. So that contract has been essentially ripped up for the time being. Yeah, Seguero is in Norway or Sweden, not Romania at the moment. I'm not sure what Lewick's story is. I know Andy Bianchi is probably got fire coming out the top of his head at this stage. And as for Pool, we need to find you a second driver. And Moose, as I said at the very, 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 very start of the year, and I even said it at the end of last year, that because of the day we were going to be racing on, the only driver on the grid that would be made exceptions for is Moose, because of what he does in the background for the championship, being the driver representative and all the other things that he does. His involvement is parallel, so there is chill enough, let's say Andy Bianchi says. Okay, I'm going to give Moose another 2 minutes. Yeah, you know, I mean, the other end of the scale is, I mean, just because you're here longer than everybody else doesn't mean that you can't abide by the rules, but, you know, it's, you know, he's the only person that it affects being on a Saturday, and his contribution in the background is too large to be going around just penalising him needlessly. There are a couple of drivers on my radar at the moment for missing races, and I'm sure we all know who they are. Who's second oldest then? I know. Oh no! Oh, in terms of age, in terms of involvement in the championship, it would probably be myself, I would imagine. No, you're not in my radar icon. Obviously not. You're on holidays. There's a very, very big difference. You are losing your missed races allowance, of course. But I mean, you're entitled to those. They're what you're entitled to take, and you're free to do what you want with them. You're the youngest if you don't count Luke. Okay. Has anyone heard from Moose? Has anyone heard from Moose? Okay, I think we're just going to have to go. I think he's at work today. I think Moose is at work. I think there's something going on at work that he had to be there for. Right, okay, let's go. We can't wait any longer. All right, boys, good luck. Enjoy. And we will see you at the checkered flag. Andy Bianchi starts on pole. Front row with Andy Bianchi, Nick Santos. Then on the second row, Super Power and Ian Poole. Matt Alonso and Ben Hughes make up the third row. And in the fourth row is Pillsworth and Ilya Wolski. And on the ninth row by himself is Jorben. 5 lights on and it's lights out and away we go. Andy Bianchi gets an absolutely great launch. Nick Santos as well. But Super Power gets a fantastic launch as well. And he's already within a tenth of the two front runners. Is there contact there? There might have been a little bit of contact. Super Pow is into the lead of the race. Nick Santos is off the track. What happened there? Where is Andy Bianchi? Andy Bianchi's all the way down in ninth now. But Super Pow takes the lead of the race with Matt Alonso in second place. Nick Santos has dropped down to third. Was there contact between those two? I'm not sure. You could be cut to just at the second of the accident. But it is indeed now Super Pow leading by 1.5 seconds. Matt Alonso is in second place. Pillsworth is up in fourth. Jorben in fifth. Ben Hughes in sixth. Ilowulski is in seventh. Ian Poole is down in ninth now with damage. Andy Bianchi has damage on the rear as well. He is down in eighth at the moment. What happened there at the start? There will be interesting conversations had at the end of this race, and Super Pow is already 2 seconds out in the lead of this race. Pillsworth running up in fourth place. What a sensational start for Pillsworth. That 458 Italia is rapidly quick off the line and out of corners too. But a man on the hunt is the man from Belgium. And he'll get a good run down towards turn one. Pillsworth trying to break that slipstream as best he can. Super Power, fastest man on track. Verschure. Is he going to have a go into turn one? He looks like he's going to. He just backs out of it. He's on the inside now though. Verschure looking to come past Pillsworth. Has the inside line now, is up into fourth place. Pillsworth drops back to fifth, but made Verschure earn it. Santos still down in third place. 2.7 seconds the gap now. Super Pow is leading. Matt Alonso is in second place. He's got his teammate, the man from Brazil, behind him. Santos just went off the racing line just a little bit. Verschure all of a sudden is on Santos's heels. Oh, Santos has front wing and rear wing damage. Matt Alonso has no damage. Super Pow 4 seconds in the lead now. Santos looking to go past his teammate, and he does. For sure, slapped with 1 second time penalty. Andy Bianchi already back up into 5th place. Pillsworth and, oh, is there contact there between the two ARPs? I'm not really sure. Poole has pitted, and he did get his damage repaired. Ilya Wulski down in 8th place at the moment, hunting down Ben Hughes. Santos now under pressure from his teammate, massively under pressure from his teammate. For sure is going to have to serve a penalty very shortly. Andy Bianchi looking to find a move past Verschure. The two RG Lab cars running 2nd and 3rd at the moment with 2 raging drivers behind them. Oh, is there contact there between Andy Bianchi and Verschure? There could have been. Andy Bianchi has damage as well. Verschure has front right suspension damage. Matt Alonso under pressure from Andy Bianchi. Two ARP cars up into 5th and 6th now. Ooh, Ben Hughes goes a little bit wide. For sure gets a great exit. And then at the front, El Matador is 6.7 seconds ahead. For sure comes into the pits. It's a good decision. One stop here could be the way to go. Hard to say. Really hard to say. Nick Santos. Oh, battling with Andy Bianchi. Oh, Bianchi is coming. Did he go into the barrier? It looked like he did. But Bianchi has come past Santos now and has split both the RG Labs cars. Matt Alonso has pulled out ahead of his teammate. "27 stuck," says Icon. Andy Bianchi now. Is there a way? For Andy Bianchi is up into 2nd place. Matt Alonso has no damage, has a good run down towards turn 15 as they come through turn 14. Matt Alonso back up into 2nd place. Andy Bianchi is going to be looking to make a move. Can he? No, not this time around. Oh, he makes a good move there though. Bianchi staying out. Matt Alonso holds on to 2nd place. Ili Wulski is up to 6th place. And in fairness to Pillsworth, he is not far away from Santos, Matt Alonso and Andy Bianchi. He is not far away at all. These two ARP cars are absolutely on fire this season. It's a good choice for Verschure, who is catching Ian Poole. Ash is cooking for real, says Icon. Young Emir. Santos now looking to come past his teammate as Andy Bianchi pulls out ahead of Matt Alonso. Matt Alonso's got a great run on Andy Bianchi here. Pillsworth edging closer. Is Santos peeling off into the pits? He is. That damage is not working out for him. And Santos peels off and into the pits. And Pillsworth will move up to 4th place. Iliwulski up to 5th. Ben Hughes in 7th. For sure might even get ahead of Santos at the moment. Tyres being changed. Fuel going in. Refueling for the remainder of the race. Getting that damage repaired now. And he's released. Where will he be released? He's released now just ahead of Verschure, who is exactly 6 seconds behind him. Invisible Trio. God, that's a name that we haven't seen in a long time. Interesting to see him pop up. Verschure now is not going to be too far behind, and his tyres will be warm in comparison to Santos. Anyway, let's check in at the front. Andy Bianchi getting a good exit out of there. Super Pow 9.3 seconds in the lead of this race. Super Pow is going like a bat out of hell. He is not going. What does it say at the back of his car actually? Now I'm curious. Do a burnout. No airbags. We die like real men. I like that. That's a good one. Andy Bianchi, despite the damage, is actually catching Super Pow. Oh, did he have a little bit? Oh, he found himself a 1 second time penalty, did Andy Bianchi. Matt Alonso. That'll work in Matt Alonso's favour. Oh, look at this! There's a battle here. Pillsworth and Iliwulski. 3/10 the gap, 4/10 the gap, and Pillsworth is absolutely not letting that go, and he's found the barriers. Pillsworth got a bit too much on there into turn 10. Poole now has caught up to Ben Hughes. Stay calm, Ash. You're in a good position. You're in a good position. Stay calm. Andy Bianchi now under real big pressure from Matt Alonso. Into turn 1 he reclaims 2nd place, but while all this squabbling is going on, Super Pow is pulling further and further away. Matt Alonso now 7/10, 8/10 back from Andy Bianchi. Just pulling and pulling and pulling away. Matt Alonso dropping back a little bit from Andy Bianchi. Ben Hughes and Ian Poole are battling. Santos looking to come past Ben Hughes. And he does. And now on to catch Ian Poole. Santos on a soft set of racing softs. Santos now can see Ian Poole sniffing that rear wing. We get a good run down to turn 15. Ooh, Poole has a good acceleration out of that Mazda. Has mighty acceleration out of that Mazda. Santos looking for a move, but that is not on. Not at the moment. Now, the run to turn 1. Might that be a different story? Oh, it very well could be a different story into turn 1. Nick Santos now. Still a bit too far back. Oh, he's going for the move anyway. And he makes it stick too. Not sure if there was contact. It looked relatively clean from here. Santos up to 5th. Iliawolski next. Ben Hughes has front wing damage. Andy Bianchi has found some decent time, as he is within 8.5 seconds after being 11 seconds behind. Ow, my hip. That really hurt. After being 11 seconds behind Super Pow, he has found a little bit of extra time. Iliawolski is into the pits. Ben staying out for another couple of laps. Ilya now, new tyres going on. And he's dropped and the fuel is going in. And Wolski is now released. Released right into the path of Pillsworth. Super Pow is staying out. So is Andy Bianchi. Matt Alonso can stay out quite a good bit longer too. He's on hard compound tyres. Whereas Santos is on softs, so he's going to have to pit again to get on a quicker set because they're going to be dead before the end of this race. Andy Bianchi's tyres are not in great shape, neither are Super Pow's though. Nick, fastest man on track. For sure is absolutely reeling in Ben Hughes. Ashville is a man on a mission. Andy Bianchi. Oh my goodness gracious, Super Pow has gone around. Andy Bianchi leads the race. Stayed out a little too long on the tyres. Andy Bianchi did as well. Andy Bianchi's going to have to pit now anyway with the fuel. Mark Alonso claims second place for his own. Andy Bianchi is into the pits. Will have to repair rear wing damage. Super Pow is into the pits. Mark Alonso leads this race for now. Andy Bianchi dropped. New tyres on. Refueling. Super Pow's tyres are on. Refueling. Versure goes up to 4th. Rear wing damage repaired. Super Pow's rear wing is now fixed and is now released. Racing mediums on for Andy Bianchi. Super Pow's got Ilya Wulski in front of him. Andy Bianchi's got relatively clean air for a little while. Mark Alonso's going to have to pit now. Tyre wear is going to start becoming an issue for Santos. Fuel is becoming an issue for Poole. Fuel is going to start becoming an issue for Versure. Andy Bianchi and Super Pow, the only two cars on track with a new pit stop in hand. Mark Alonso is into the pits. Santos stays out. So does Poole. Super Pow got a much better exit there and is absolutely bounding down towards Iliowulski in that McLaren. 1/10 the gap now. Super Pow looks up the inside and comes through Iliowulski up into 6th place. Super Pow now coming after Matt Alonso and Andy Bianchi. Ooh, this battle is not over yet. Iliowulski is keeping close to Super Pow. Santos now into the pits. So is Poole. Verschuur will surely come into the pits now. Oh, Iliowulski gets bolts. He tries one. Super Pow saw it coming, gets out of the way, and now Pow moves way out. 1.2 seconds ahead of Iliowulski. Santos now refueling. Ian Poole refueling. New tyres are going on. Verschuur into the pits now. Super Pow up to 3rd place. Now not too far away from Matt Alonso. Matt Alonso is getting dropped a little bit by Andy Bianchi. "11 laps left of this 27 lap race. Andy Bianchi's last to first. Mad good right now. Indeed, he was last at the first corner. Back leading this race. Matt Alonso now doing his best to stay within close distance of Andy Bianchi. Tyre wear definitely worse on Andy Bianchi's car. What happened here? Super Pow's dropped down to 4th. Iliowulski, did he try a little bit of an edgy move? My remote has died. Just bear with me a second. Now, Super Pow now is catching Santos ever so slightly. 9 laps left of this long race to go. Santos catching up to Matt Alonso. Ben Hughes in for sure, battling it out. Both on soft tires. For sure on newer soft tires. Sure, Pillsworth is into the pits for his final pit of this race. Is Matt Alonso pulling away from his teammate? I think he might be, just ever so slightly. They're sure. Up to 7th place now. Matt Alonso is not far away from Andy Bianchi. Could there be a miracle on the mountain? Fantasy at the Forest for Matt Alonso. Can he find it in himself to catch the Italian stallion? That'd be a fitting name, the Fairy Tale at the Forest for Matt Alonso. Seven laps to go. That Lamborghini chews through its tyres. Matt Alonso edges a little bit closer. Whose fairy tale will it be though? Andy Bianchi or Matt Alonso? Has pretty decent straight line speed, it has to be said. Six laps left remaining. Ilya Wolski is into the pits. Yet to be picked up by He's pit crew. Now he is in. Refueling going on. Superpo desperately trying to catch up to Nick Santos. Doing a relatively good job of staying closely with him. Matt Alonso's lost some time somewhere because Andy Bianchi is 6 seconds out ahead. Matt Alonso now 6.2 behind the Italian Stallion. Fell asleep. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, Moose. All good. All good. Couple of incidents happened, Icon. Couple of incidents. He's not far away though. He's not far away. Anything can happen. There's still 6 laps left, and they are long laps. Alonso though is on for a very good finish here today. Could even be a better finish. It depends on what happens ahead of him. The Italian Stallion though looks dialed in. Alonso has a 0.5 of a second time penalty. Nick Santos 9.7 seconds away from Andy Bianchi, and Andy Bianchi is 8 seconds ahead of Matt Alonso. People here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Iliawulski and Ben Hughes battling it here. 0.2 is the gap. Iliawulski looking for a move. Looks up the inside. Ben Hughes cuts him off. Shuts that door. Nice and quickly, Iliawulski. Back at him once more. 1/10 the gap here now. Where will Wulski go? Wulski looks up the inside and comes through on Hughes. Wulski up to 7th place. Ben Hughes trying to throw it down the inside. It looked like he was going to give it a go. Matt Alonso's been passed by his teammate. Five laps left to go. Santos is 9.7 seconds behind Andy Bianchi. Superpower might be in trouble with the fuel load. laps left here. Andy Bianchi 9.6 seconds out. Nearly 10 seconds now. Alonso keeping relatively close to his teammate. Trying to ward off any threat of El Matador coming behind him. Andy Bianchi 10.3 now. Is it another Italian victory in an Italian car and an Italian team for the Stallion today? Superpower having to mind his fuel. Something insane for 3 weeks. That's why he's driving so quickly, is it? You might threaten him every week from now on. Santos now is improving, still improving on his fastest lap. I do that every week anyways. Santos now. Not a lot of time left to catch Andy Bianchi, and he's 10 seconds up the road. The fairy tale at the Forest might be going in the name of Andy Bianchi. Did he win here last year as well? And Bianchi has gotten through Ben Hughes. Bianchi now, a lap away from his second win this season. Andy Bianchi starts his final lap of round 12 in the deep forest. Valiant effort from Brasure, based on what happened to him earlier. Superpower might be in a small bit of trouble with that fuel load. He's lifting and coasting through the corners. Andy Bianchi now comes down towards turn 15. Santos too far back to challenge the man from Italy, the stallion, the Italian stallion. A day that was supposed to be a day for the man from Spain will be robbed by the Italian stallion. It's a fairy tale in the forest, but it's for Andy Bianchi, who wins round 12 in the Super Championship. Nick Santos will have to settle for second place. Matt Alonso valiantly will take third place. And Super Pow, will he get fourth? He's out of fuel, and Poole is not far away. He's out of fuel. This is going to be close. Oh, it's going to be very close. Super Pow will have to settle for fifth. He ran out of fuel just at the end, and Versure nearly gets him too. Nick Santos will have to settle for second, but it's a day in the sun for Andy Bianchi. Ben Hughes has finished up already. Pillsworth will take 8th place. 4 points for Pillsworth today. Pillsworth comes home, takes 8th place. Congratulations, Andy Bianchi. Let me go and get my phone, and we'll do the anthems, and then we'll do the driver of the day. Who won driver of the day last week? Can I ask? Who won driver of the day last week? I don't think anyone won it. I didn't check. I was too busy. It was a tie? Oh, interesting. Okay, let's go to the anthems. Okie dokie. Let me find the anthems. I need to find them. Bear with me a sec. Okie dokie, gents. Please, everybody, be respectful of the Italian national anthem. Congratulations, Andy Bianchi. What a well-deserved race win. From dead last to first. Okay. Driver of the... start poll. Oh, fourth driver. I need a fourth driver. I suppose Nick. I mean, start he was last as well, wasn't he? At one point. Okay, boys. There's a difficult poll for you. Vote for your driver of the day. 14 likes on stream. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, gents. I do appreciate everybody coming out today. It's not been an easy couple of days, and it was definitely a show my grandmother would have been proud of. So you should all be proud of yourselves for that. Yeah. So, yeah. Definitely should be proud of yourselves for that. It's telling me I only have 1,410 subscribers, but I have more than that, according to my other clock, or not my clock, but my according to my app, my studio app, which is much more accurate. Thirteen votes on the poll. It's a split between Andy Bianchi and Pau at the moment. Yeah, I can't imagine Pau is going to be too impressed after that race, but we'll go again next week. We'll go again next week. It's a split between Andy and Pau. While I'm thinking of it, I better save the replay because I will forget. Let's just actually, while we're waiting on the house is on a bit of a back burner at the moment. Pool, it's on a bit of a back burner at the moment. Just given everything that's been going on. So go back at it at some point in the next couple of days, but it's coming along. It's coming along. Hopefully we're there soon. Let's go have a look at the replay. Did I save it? I did. Okay. Let's go actually have a look at the replay and see what actually happened into turn one, because it was absolute bedlam down at turn one. Checking network environment. I don't know why it has to check network environment to go back to the main menu, but thank you, Super. Matt Alonso says thank you, Super. I'm not sure why, but you're welcome. Still waiting on another vote on the poll. Let's see what happened in turn one. Get all the data up. And we look at it from Andy Bianchi's. Good bit of lag there. Right, let's go back and look at that again from, it says Super Hot. actually. Pool we've got good. Pool had to escape. Pool just escaped. Pool was just like, nah, I'm happy to let everyone through. I am not getting involved in that. So what happened there? There's the Pillsworth. Actually, let's watch Pillsworth start. Like, it's a great launch. 458 quick off the line anyway. The gap was open for him, really, wasn't it? What happened for Sure off the line? Sure actually got a great launch. Perspective. It's really hard to determine what happened there. It's almost like Nick and Andy lagged into each other. That's almost like what happened. It's like Nick and Andy lagged into each other. Opened up again. So where did the rear wing damage come from on Santos's car? Yeah. Hi, Spiders. We're waiting on Andy Yankee is the driver of the day. Okay, interesting. Anyway, there's a couple of incident reports in, and we'll look at them later. I don't have the mental capacity to be looking at them now. But it's Andy Bianchi, 2 takes, the driver of the day. Anyway, gents, I'm going to go. Thanks for turning up today. I really do appreciate it. I've had a couple of messages already of it'll be interesting to see what happens. There's been a couple of fairly displeased messages already. I was kind of hoping to not have those today, but anyway, in 2 seconds. Okay, boys, I'm gonna them reports be flying. Yeah, maybe so, but this is gospel. The one that comes from me is gospel. Though other recordings are looked at, ultimately judgment comes from what was actually displayed during the recording from me. The only time we ever rely on other recordings is if I've forgotten to save them. Because if we were looking at everybody's recordings, it'd just take far too long. We would have no stewarding system. Anyway, gents, I'm gonna go, and I will talk to you next week. We'll get everything looked at later on this evening. Anyway, boys, without further ado, go to Mila Maga Tugus Slán a Bhaile.